Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Ranger Flame, and welcome everyone to a new review of Black Clover. And yes, I know I just uploaded episodes 4 review, yesterday, and it came out last week. But today, guys, a new episode of Black Clover came out, guys. We're gonna be talking about episode 5, the review. And guys, I'm gonna say I'd feel like we've seen a lot of emotional stuff here in Black Clover, throughout the past 5 episodes now. But I feel like definitely with this one, it's the most emotional episode yet, and I'm gonna tell you why right here. And just a great episode in general, and let's do this. So of course, the start of this episode, we get the part of Asta versus Seke. I finally got his name now, the guy that was talking trash about him, trying to help him out so that he can get his rep up, so that more of the Magic Knights can notice him, and that he can be part of a better squad. We get a little bit of a flashback, at the start of we've already seen this, of Asta absolutely destroying Seke, with this blade there, cutting his shield in half. And it's kind of cool because we get to see a lot of the audiences. A lot of people are giving and Asta crap because they're from the boonies. They're from they think they're from a terrible village that they shouldn't belong here. And it's kind of a cool and emotional moment, just because of Asta. He wasn't really doing well in the exams, but at this part, just defeating Seki right there, a lot of people are looking at him, and especially the Magic Knights as well. We get some talk from the Golden Dawn guys saying, is this speed magic? And then of course we get some stuff from Yami saying, no, this is not magic at all, this is just his physical ability, which is pretty cool. And we move on to the next candidates that are doing their magic exams, the one-on-one tournament. And I kind of feel like this is cool. A lot of the people in here, that they're complete randoms, are not going to see them a lot in Black Clover at all. But it's kind of cool that we get to see other people's magic in a one-on-one combat, which is pretty cool. This guy has this kind of ground mud kind of dudes. He gets to summon clone mud dudes or whatever they're called, and we get to see him versus this water magic guy going off, and it's kind of a cool fight right there. And then we get to Yuno's fight, which is pretty cool as well. And I would say, man, Yuno is a very scary guy to look at right now, man. He is very strong, and I feel like Asta has a long way to go to catch up to him. But he versus this guy that's kind of like a prince, like a noble guy. Everyone knows who he is, everyone knows that he's strong and tough, and goes against him and defeats him no problem whatsoever, which is kind of cool as well, because it's Asta's experience versus Seke, that him and are from the boonies. They don't get a lot of respect, they should just say go home. But it's kind of cool of and Asta both shutting up everyone from the crowd and proving themselves of who they really can be. And then we get to the part where this is the chosen match. So this is the exams are over, the exams are done, and the Magic Knights finally have a choice to what person could be on their squad. This is the choice of what they get to be. And how it works is they'll call down your number, and if your number's picked, a Magic Knight, if they put their hand up, that means that you can join their squad. If it's multiple than one, you get to choose of what squad you get to be in. So for example, if the Black Bulls member puts his hand up, or the Golden Dawn, or if it's the Mantises, you get to choose between that 3. So of course, we get to see every candidate. If it's if no one raises their hand, that means they have to try again next year. If someone puts up their hand and it's the only one, you get to join their squad. But if it's more than one, then you get to choose between 1, 2, 3, or even 7 what squad you want to join. So then of course we get past a lot of people, and then we get to Yuno style. And this is a pretty cool thing, because literally every single Magic Knight captain raises their hand up. So that means that Yuno gets to choose between the 7 of what he wants to join right here. And this has never really happened before. Everyone is shocked and saying, holy shit, this guy gets to choose what team he wants to be in. He has this rep up good, man. Every captain wants on their team. And of course, we get to see from the intros and all that stuff, and it's not really a hard pick. Of course, goes for the Golden Dawn, because the Golden Dawn is the best squad right now out of the 7. And of course, the captain for the Golden Dawn is most likely to become the Wizard King. So of course, gets stronger and is on his team and can beat that captain. That means he is close to get to the Wizard King. And of course, he picks that team, and it's confirmed that gets to be part of the Golden Dawn, which is the best squad out of the 7. And then we get to Asta's performance right here, and this is, like I said, an emotional kind of part right here. And I just feel like this is the most emotional part of Black Clover yet, just because of how hard Asta's been working and to prove himself throughout all these years and to come on to this. It's a pretty scary moment, because at this part, no one is raising their hand for Asta, and it's like a complete truce, because he has hasn't really done anything. The only thing that he's really shined throughout this whole, exam is versus Seke and absolutely destroying him. That's the only thing that he's done. Other than any other exam like part, he hasn't done good. Like, he's probably done the worst out of every candidate. So it's kind of an emotional part right here, just because, all these years in wanting his dream to come true and to prove everyone around him that his dream might not come true right here. But at the last part right here, we get to see, of course, Yami, the captain of the Black Bulls, come down, like, just gets off his chair, mounts off onto the ground, and it's cool, man. We get to see of what his power is like, and let me tell you, it is scary. This is what I talked about in episode 4's review, that if you piss him off or anything like that, his magic is unbelievable. He's shaking the whole place up. He's going to Asta saying, hey, no one wants you around just because you have no magic power or anything like that, but you have shown some improvement right here. And of course, we've seen from Asta giving that speech after he defeats Seke that you have to train really, really hard. I'm not in for this just to become a magic knight and it not work. I'm going to continue working on for my quest to become the Wizard King. It really shines a spark in Yami's eyes because he says this to him right now. Out of his magic going on and everything, Asta is looking death right into the eyes. He says to him, say it right now. If you want to still become the Wizard King, prove it. And of course, he says that speech, and no matter what, if he fails here today, no matter how long it takes, he will practice every single day, train hard, that he will still become the Wizard King. And it's kind of an emotional moment because Yami does see this in Asta's eyes. He kind of knows what he's going through, and he lets him into the Black Bulls right here. Yes, out of every squad, the worst team, the Black Bulls, have picked up Asta, and Asta has become a magic knight. And it's kind of a cool thing because, out of him not having any magic powers whatsoever, his dream kind of came true a little bit. His quest to become the Wizard King is gone up just a little bit, which is a really, really cool moment because Asta, like, finally has someone that knows what he's going through instead of, his family back at home and and it's kind of cool coming that from a captain of one of the Magic Knights. Of course, we see that, after the exams go over, they kind of choose of other candidates. I think there's like 512 altogether. After it's all done right here, it's kind of a cool moment of Asta and that it's kind of, kind of sad, they're going their separate ways. They lived together all this time, but now they're going their own separate way of who is going to become the Magic Knights. Of course, is going to be going over to the Golden Dawn, and Asta is going to be going over to the Black Bulls. And we kind of see, this kind of cool moment of, Seke, he actually wants to, kill Asta. He sends like this poison lizard, like when he's using the bathroom, and it's kind of cool that, is still protecting him throughout all this time. He sends like kind of this like cool bird wind magic, it's kind of like a death thing that he's looking at Seke as well. It's like, no matter what you do, Asta will still defeat you no matter what. And it's kind of cool just because, they'll still protect each other no matter what. And it's kind of a cool thing as well just because, back when they're younger and when they versed that chain guy in episode 2 and 1, Asta's always protected you, and it's kind of like a little favor that, did right here, as you can see, like him protecting Asta. This part right here, we get to see more of the characters of, we see Yami, we see Gordon, and we see Finn, which Finn is such an awesome character all around. They're actually taking Asta to the Black Bulls base. Of course, Finn has a teleportation thing because, Asta can't use magic whatsoever. They can't use brooms to go and fly to their base, so he has to use his teleportation magic to go in. And it's kind of a funny moment right here of Yami just throwing Asta into the teleportation and landing where their base is. And it's kind of a cool thing right now. It's like, it's such a cool thing of when you read the manga and tell how it looks in animation, and he gets to the Black Bulls base, and it looks pretty good, man. It looks unstable, but it's still pretty damn cool seeing it in animation. And yeah, that's the episode right there. And this episode, like I said, in general, it's just cool of, like, your dreams coming true. It's like, I feel like it's like a real life scenario of if you work really hard and never giving up, your dream can come true. And that's, what Asta got in this, out of everyone that kind of shown him down, except for, of course, but Yami seeing potential of him, him joining the Magic Knights. It's still a pretty cool thing that him and, are getting a step closer to becoming, of course, the Wizard King. So out of this episode, all in general, guys, I really enjoyed it. Of course, course, we get to see a lot more of the characters. Even though we saw them in episode 4, we still get to see, you know, a lot more of the characters build up. A lot of emotional moments like I talked about right there. It's kind of cool of, you know, and Asta's dreams coming more, you know, true, of becoming the Wizard King, of them going their separate ways. And of course, we see a lot of that in the preview of what we're going to expect here, both going into, of course, their bases, the Magic Knights, and how they're going to perform for their squad. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode all in general, you guys. I feel like I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This episode definitely, hands down, was good. We saw action in it. We saw emotional moments. We saw courage. We saw, you know, dreams, you know, coming true. It just, you know, everything, like, aspect, like, everything that you could look at to stuff like in TV shows or movies are put into this episode. I feel like it's just a good episode in general. I highly recommend that you guys watch this. It's fantastic, but I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys enjoyed my review, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll see you guys in episode 6 of Black Clover. Really enjoyed it, really happy, and much love, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and hope you all have a great day. Much love. Peace out.